What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a story that refuses to die. A story that has been around for over 30 years. The story of Paid in Full. It's been told once, it's been told twice, it's been told 10 times over. It's been a movie, it's been a documentary, it's been a podcast, it's been an interview. Every time it gets retold, people stop. People listen and people are interested.
Cam just made a post, major announcement. I want to congratulate him for making 50 his new boss. So congratulations, Cam. 50 is now your new boss, and you're proud of it. Congratulations, my nigga.
Now here's the funny part. This story don't belong to Dame Dash. He just made a movie about it. Before him, people were already talking about it. These were street legends in Harlem. People had already told it on the block. They told it in barbershops. They told it on tapes. They told it in books. Dame Dash took what was already a known story and put Camron, Mekhi Phifer, and Wood Harris in front of a camera. And the rest was history. But he didn't invent it, he just branded it. So why would he be upset because somebody else is taking it and elevating it again? Because newsflash, that's all the game is. Retelling the same stories to a new generation. So here's the thing, stories get retold because they sell. Because every generation wants its own version. So guess what? Someday they'll remake Menace to Society, they'll remake New Jack City, and of course, they're gonna remake Paid in Full. And it's not the black artists who are green lighting it with their own money. It's gonna be the white studios because they have the checkbook. They have the streaming platforms. They got the pipeline to put it everywhere. So if Dame was mad at anybody, it would be the system, not Cam and 50. Because they just doing what Hollywood does. And in fact, I applaud Camron for leveling up. And I applaud 50 for picking it up. Because every time the story gets retold, it makes it bigger. But here's where I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I love a good gangster movie, as much as I can sit back and appreciate Goodfellas, Casino, or Paid in Full, we gotta admit something. These stories don't always inspire the right thing. They glorify drugs, they glorify violence, they glorify the fast life. And you can say it's just a movie, but for a lot of young people, it's more than that. It's a blueprint. You think kids watch Scarface just to study cinematography? Nah, they watching it because they want to be Tony Montana. A lot of kids watch Paid in Full because they wanted to be Ace, Mitch, or Rico. So while I'm excited to see this, I'm also aware. Because retelling these stories might build ratings, but it also builds aspirations. And we gotta be honest about that. Now, let's talk about the drama. Dame Dash and Camron, this little back and forth they got going. Dame called Cam Chatty Patty. Cam fired back and called him a little N, told him to run to the store. And now we see what it really is. They don't got that old brotherly love no more. Cam even joked about hiring Dame's son for a fake movie. If that's true, that's just pitiful. Because they talk about all of this honor among men stuff, but then they drag each other through the mud in public. See, I remember when Dame was the big bro and Cam was like the little bro. I remember when they stood together. But money, power, and resentment changes things. Now it's all about who's the boss, who got cut out, and who's still relevant. It's bigger than Dame, it's bigger than Cam, it's even bigger than 50. It's about how America loves to retell the same stories. Stories of crime, stories of power, stories of falling down and rising up again. And as long as people watch, they gonna keep doing it. So the question ain't who owns the story. The question is who profits and who gets left behind. Because Dame Dash don't own it no more. Hollywood does. And if Hollywood wants to give it to 50 and Cam, so be it. My advice is don't fight it. Find a new story to tell. Because this one is gonna be retold to the end of time. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.